Let's go to the forecast. Today really felt good.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it the dew point, Brad? The temperatures, all of it?
I mean, it was definitely drier air. So when you got in the shade, it actually felt pretty pleasant. So it wasn't super muggy, and it wasn't as hot. Only 92. It seems crazy. That's still 2 degrees above average. But compared to what we've seen recently, it did feel like a step in the right direction. Now, tomorrow, we'll call it seasonally hot again. So temperatures low 90s, still relatively dry. But this weekend, a 100-degree heat wave is going to start. And I'm not talking heat index. I'm talking actual air temperature around 100, and it could last for several days, and it's going to stay dry. So the potential for what's called a flash drought. We're already pretty dry now, that we could see that continue to get worse through time, and a quick onset of drought conditions in some parts of our area. 17 days in a row of 90 plus. That ties the streak that we had earlier in the season, which started in June into early July, and now it looks like this could go even longer. So 2 of the longer streaks we've seen in a couple of years of 90-degree heat. 72 tomorrow morning, so a nice start to the day. And like today, it'll be hot, but kind of seasonably hot, around 92, 93, close to where we were today. Now the dew points, believe it or not, actually are trending down. This is going to be a dry heat wave, but that's not always a good thing, because that could lead to the flash drought conditions. And the drier the air is, believe it or not, the hotter it can get. It can cause the air temperature to get up there. So while the feel-like readings might only be 105, 106, that's still the danger category. It's going to be because the air temperature is close to that already. So it's going to be that kind of heat wave, 100-degree heat with not a lot of rain. The 7-day rainfall forecast, boy, if your lawn is brown, it might be time to give up on it and just wait till the fall, the cooler temperatures and wetter conditions, because you're hard-pressed, even with irrigation, to catch up on some of this, because we already have some abnormally dry conditions in our area. The drought's starting to creep back into the forecast here. Tomorrow we'll get an update, so I wouldn't be shocked to see the abnormally dry conditions extending a little bit with another week of dry. And really the heat is the story, because it's pulling so much moisture out of the ground and those plants. Evaporation rates are through the roof. You could see the lack of really significant rain chances until maybe next weekend, and even then it's still the scattered variety. We might need a decaying tropical system of some kind. We don't want a storm or a hurricane, but some of that moisture would be much needed across the region. You see the heat dome building over the southeastern U.S. That leads to heat impacts increasing. Tomorrow still not bad. Thursday, not bad. Friday, getting a little more towards the major category, but this weekend, boy, by Saturday, we could see major to extreme heat impacts, and certainly by Sunday and Monday, because it will be hot enough to drive up these extreme conditions. Look at all that purple. It's been a while since we've seen that much purple on the map. The heat dome, it's not going anywhere. In fact, it'll be camped out over the southeast, so this hot, dry pattern, it's going to be sticking around into the beginning of August. So I love to tell you there's some big relief heading our way, just none in sight right now. In fact, when you look at the 7-day forecast, we want you to stay weather alert starting Saturday all the way through the middle of next week. Yeah, 100 degrees for high temperatures, morning lows barely getting below 80. That's the other part of the story. Now, the 10-day forecast does show signs of wetter, maybe cooler weather by the time we get towards the end of the month, maybe into the start of August.
Wow, and that 89 at the end looks so good. Brad, thank you.